Visit TCMcruise.com for more.
Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Our Saturday lineup continues now with a powerful, socially conscious drama from 1957 that still feels just as relevant today. From director Elia Kazan, Andy Griffith stars in A Face in the Crowd. If you only know Andy Griffith as the good-natured sheriff of Mayberry on television, you're in for a bit of a surprise. Here he stars as Lonesome Rhodes, a folksy, charismatic drifter who becomes a national sensation as a spokesperson on the radio and on television and uses his power to sway the masses. But behind his charming facade, he's completely self-serving and destructive, and his reckless nature takes a toll on everyone in his life, especially the woman who gave him his platform, an ambitious reporter played by Patricia Neal. A Face in the Crowd marked the film debut for Andy Griffith, who had recently become a star on Broadway in the comedy No Time for Sergeants. Griffith was also well known for his comedy recordings, which introduced listeners to his likable, folksy style in the early 1950s. Despite his reputation for light comedy, director-producer Elia Kazan chose Griffith to play totally against type in A Face in the Crowd. As it turned out, Kazan's instincts were right, and Griffith gives a powerhouse performance that surprised everyone. To co-star, Kazan chose Patricia Neal after seeing her perform at the Actors Studio in New York and on Broadway. Neal hadn't made a movie in 3 years, but she jumped at the chance to collaborate with Elia Kazan and later described him as the greatest director she ever worked with. From Warner Brothers in 1957, also featuring Walter Matthau, Anthony Franciosa, and Lee Remick in her film debut, A Face in the Crowd. A Face in the Crowd was written, directed, and produced by the same team behind the 1954 Best Picture winner On the Waterfront, Bud Schulberg and Elia Kazan. The film was adapted from one of Schulberg's own short stories titled Your Arkansas Traveler. With On the Waterfront, Kazan and Schulberg set out to make a socially conscious film about corruption in labor unions on the New Jersey docks, and for their follow-up, they attempted to tell another story with real social relevance. Kazan said, "The thing that drove us was our belief in the theme, our anticipation of the power TV would have in the political life of the nation." It's a theme that remains relevant today, but when the movie premiered in 1957, it was too ahead of its time. Television was still an exciting new phenomenon, and moviegoers weren't ready to see such a dark take on the subject. The movie was a box office flop that received no Academy Award nominations, but its reputation has only grown over time, and in 2023, The New Republic ranked A Face in the Crowd at number 10 on its list of the 100 most significant political films of all time. Up next, we continue our weekly presentation of the 6-part documentary, The Power of Film, which we've been showing here on TCM each Saturday evening. Episode 3 is coming up next. Don't go away.
Next on TCM, The Power of Film Part 3. Then, Double Indemnity. And later, Chinatown. Nathan stays in his lane on TCM tonight.